For number 7, notice you have the same base and we are dividing. And so, since we're dividing, dividing means you subtract your exponent. So if you subtract 1 minus 1/8, you should get 7/8. So if we just simplify this, this will be 6 raised to the 7/8 power. If you want to put it under the radical, then this will be the 8th root of 6 to the 7th power. Remember, the top number goes inside, the bottom number goes outside. Okay. Number 8. Notice we're taking the 4th root and the half root or the square root, and so we'll have to have the same base for that. So I want to change 8 and 2. They have a common base of 2. So we're going to change 8 to 2 cubed, and that's all going to be raised to the 1/4 power. 2 is already 2, so I'll leave it there. And after we do all of this, we still need to raise it to the 4th right here. So I'll work inside my parentheses. I have 2 to the 3rd to the 1/4, so I'll multiply my exponents. So I have 2 to the 3/4 power times 2 to the 1/2 power. And then again, this is all raised to the 4th. When you have the same base and you're multiplying, you can just add your exponents. So if I do 3/4 plus 1/2, that should give me 5/4. So I have 2 to the 5/4 power, all raised to the 4th. Okay, and what I'll do, I'm just going to bring this over here. And again, I have a power to a power, so I'll multiply. If you multiply 5/4 times 4, you'll actually get 5 in your calculator. So this is just going to be 2 to the 5th. And we can always simplify that. 2 to the 5th is 32. And that's your answer. For number 9, I think what would be easiest to do, since you cannot, 6 and 4 do not have a common base, okay? And you could have done this with the previous problems. It's just a different way to do it. Since you are raising all of this to the 6th power, what you can do, since you're raising a power to a power, you're just doing it twice, you can go ahead and multiply these. So we can do 1/6 times 6, okay? We're still power to power, but I have 2 of them. So we'll do 1/6 times 6, and that'll give you 6 to the 1st. And doing 1/2 times 6 will give you 3. So this will be times 4 to the 3rd. So you can always just work it like that if you find that to be easier, so you don't have to change the base. If we go back up and look, you could have done that with this. So 8 to the 1/4 times 4 will give you 8 to the 1st. And then 1/2 times 4 will be 2, so that should have given you 2 squared. So if we want to work it out that way, 8 to the 1/4 times 4 is 8 to the 1st, times 1/2 times 4 is 2, so it'll be times 2 squared. So that's 8 times 4, which is 32. Again, this is an easier way. You just need to be able to change your base. That's what I was worried about. So 6 times 4 to the 3rd power is 64. And just multiply 64 times 6. And you'll get 384. Alright, for number 10, we're going to simplify the radical. Anytime that you're simplifying a radical, you need to think about perfect square factors of this number right here. Perfect square factors are, I just draw them down over here. 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, and 100. I wouldn't go past 100, but it's just 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared, 4 squared, and you go down the line. So you want to look for the highest factor that 45 has. That's over here. The highest one I have is 9. And so we can actually change this to the square root of 9 times 5. The square root of 9 is the perfect one, so I'm going to bring that out. The square root of 9 is 3, so that'll be 3 square roots of 5.